Barcelona's clash against Villarreal demonstrated the desperate measures often taken by opponents to stop prolific striker Lionel Messi, who has scored 16 goals for his club this season. But in Messi's career, there is one goal he's immediately associated with, that near repeat of Maradona's wonder goal in the 1986 World Cup. But when Al Jazeera asked the 21-year-old to talk through the darting run which picked apart Getafe's defence last year, it quickly becomes apparent this striker does not feel comfortable bathing in individual glory.
Well, Xavi first passed me the ball on the halfway line. Two of Getafe's defenders came at me, but I managed to pass them. Then I ran towards the goal area where two more defenders came at me. I managed to pass them through the middle, and then I lined up the goal, dodging the keeper. And well, it's something that's become a historic moment.
As you celebrated that goal, Leo, did you draw comparisons yourself with the Maradona goal from the World Cup in '86, or were you really unaware of how special it was?
No, to tell the truth, at the time I didn't even imagine it, not even when the game finished. Then later when the two goals were compared on television, well, then I realised. But what stands out personally in my career are the titles I've won with Barcelona and the celebrations surrounding those. These moments were more important than that goal.
You're part of one of the most attractive teams in European football at this present time. You've won a string of high-profile matches against your fiercest rivals with a plethora of goals, but last season you couldn't win anything. Can you tell us what's changed?
It's really been a combination of hard work, desire, and the drive of the new members, coach and players, joining the team at the start of the season. We all share one focus and drive: to win titles following 2 years in which we failed to win any.
What difference has the arrival of your new coach, Guardiola, made to the side?
It's been a change for everybody. He's a new manager, and he's got his own way of working and seeing football. And I think that he's getting us to play in the attacking manner in which he likes to approach the game.
Now, after this weekend's action, you're sitting comfortably at the top of the table. There was an important victory for you, though, 2 weeks ago in El Clasico, when, after a hard-fought match, you beat the reigning champions Real Madrid. They're struggling down in the table. Have you written them off, or will they always be a threat to Barcelona?
Yes, of course they are. The season is long and there are still many games to go. Real Madrid have had a lot of injuries, and I have no doubt they'll change the results they've been having lately, and they'll be fighting for the title until the last minute.
Now, the Champions League has entered the decisive knockout stages, and the draw took place on Friday. You've been drawn with French side Lyon, perhaps one of the easier teams you could be drawn against.
Lyon are not to be underestimated, like every team in this competition. Last year we were in the group stage with Lyon, and they're a very difficult team. At home we beat them, and away we drew. Everybody will be difficult from here on in.
Now, of course, Barcelona dominant on a domestic level, but how important is a European Champions League title to Leo?
Very important. It's a very special competition. It's special because it's so difficult to win. The standard is so high. But we're approaching it with a lot of enthusiasm so we can go on and win it.
Now, Leo, something you also care about clearly is representing and playing for your country. You were determined to play in the Olympics. Can you tell us why it was so important to you?
Because it was a competition where I had the chance to play for my country. I've always said that playing for your country is very special, and even more so because it was the Olympic Games. It's an under-21 tournament, so I'd never be able to repeat the experience again. For that reason, I seized the opportunity.
FC Barcelona made it quite clear they didn't want you playing in this tournament. They thought that you would be too tired, you would risk injury. You risked quite a big falling out with the club, didn't you?
It wasn't really a problem. Barcelona were preparing to start the season and wanted me. But the club didn't put any barriers in my way to prevent me from being with my national team.
Leo, you say it wasn't a big issue. I was covering the Olympics. You were making headline news just by being in Beijing. Barcelona were demanding you back.
Yes, at first they wanted to use the decision by FIFA, which said that it wasn't a competition and that the club wasn't obliged to send me to the national team. But finally the club came to an agreement with my national team so I could play.
Now, with that situation resolved, you really did go and fulfill your dream. Argentina going all the way to the final and beating Nigeria. How important was that gold medal to you, Leo?
It was amazing, the whole experience and the team atmosphere. It was also special because I won't be able to repeat the experience again. So yes, it was a beautiful experience and it was worth fighting for the opportunity to be there.
Now, Diego Maradona came out and supported your team at the Olympics. He was then appointed your head coach. The national side have been struggling in their lead up to qualify for the World Cup. What difference can he make?
I think that it's going to be good not only for me but for all the Argentinian players. Maradona has lots of experience as a player wearing the Argentinian colours, and I think he can pass on that experience to us. I'm sure that just by seeing him on the sidelines, it'll give us much more strength.
Now, there's been a lot of excitement recently around your friend and national teammate Sergio Aguero, an incredibly talented striker. There's also been some speculation about the fact that he's set to marry Diego Maradona's daughter, and some questions about whether nepotism could come into play when Maradona decides which striker to play up front. Is that anything you're concerned about?
No, not at all. He has demonstrated his abilities as a player. He demonstrates it every weekend for his team Atletico Madrid. No one in the team questions his qualities to merit playing in the Argentinian team, and it's got nothing to do with his relationship to Maradona.
You've been incredibly successful both with Argentina and Barcelona over the last season, leading to your nomination for FIFA World Player of the Year. What does that mean to you?
It's great. For me, it is important to be recognised in this way by important people. It makes me feel proud. But I always think that a great extent of my success comes down to my teammates because of the way they support me in my game.
Now you're competing against Cristiano Ronaldo, who's already won the prized Ballon d'Or. What would you say to the judges to get them to select you over the Man United star?
No, I don't think I have anything to say, do I? My job is to play and to do my best for my teammates and to give it my best on the pitch. I don't think about awards. I leave that to the people who give them out, so there's nothing. I have nothing to say to them.
That's a fitting closing statement from Messi, who, despite being one of the sport's biggest stars, is self-effacing, modest and quietly spoken. Still, what need is there to build your profile when your natural talent speaks volumes? Carrie Brown, Al Jazeera, Barcelona.